Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Gold and silver are on the rise. We're definitely in a very bullish phase for precious metals, both gold and silver, and this is attracting a lot of new investors, a lot of people that normally wouldn't be investing in precious metals. Maybe they're coming over from stock markets or, cryptocurrency, but not only that, it's also there's also a whole new wave of investors from like Robinhood and people that got in from the Bitcoin boom. Even the younger crowd that got in from the Bitcoin boom that now sees this gold and silver potential, and they're trying to get in. So a lot of people from all different angles, all different age groups are investing are newly investing in the precious metals, and that worries me because there's so many ways to make mistakes. So this video is going to teach you what to do, where to buy, everything you need to know as a beginner so you do not make the same mistakes that all of us have. I wish I would have seen a video like this when I first started stacking, because trust me, the mistakes are costly, right? And without risk there is no reward. So you're definitely gonna have to learn from your mistakes, but this video should definitely help you kind of start out. So with that said, let's jump into this video. So the first thing I want to say are a couple of disclaimers, right? You need to understand why you're investing into gold and silver. If you're in it for strictly money, then this might not be the best investment for you. I'm not trying to push you away. All I'm saying is gold and silver is a much slower paced investment. And if you're looking for a quick bang for your buck, you might want to go somewhere else. Now, not saying that silver isn't drastically rising right now, but it's more than likely not going to keep going up at this rate, especially if you're coming into these markets now. You're paying the highest prices silver's been in several years. So if you're expecting to buy silver at this extremely expensive price and then hope it goes higher, it's risky. The best case would have been buy it when it was $15 and sell it now within that 6, 7, 8 month time frame. But if you've missed that, don't expect it to happen again, especially at the same pace. So I'm not trying to push you away. I'm trying to give you a realistic point of view, because trust me, especially if you're a beginner and you see all these silver pumping videos saying silver's to the moon, silver's going to explode overnight, that's going to mislead you. It's going to put an unrealistic expectation in your head, and that's definitely going to push you and have resentments towards precious metals, which I don't want. I want you to come into the world of precious metals with an understanding of how the markets work and the timeline. Now, if you want to invest into gold and silver, you need to figure out which type of stacker you want to be. Are you going to be the shorter term, like I mentioned, which is a lot riskier, or are you going to invest for the long term? Like, for instance, I'm not planning on selling for 10, 15, 20 years. So that's going to reflect the type of silver I buy, right? Someone who's only planning on selling for 2, 3 years is going to be buying a different type of silver than me. We have different goals, and that's one of the beautiful parts about gold and silver, is that it's such an individual type of investment. People have different goals, different selling time frames, different buying time frames, different financial situations, different interests, right? Some people like poured silver, some people like numismatic coins, some people like like bullion. Some people like simply constitutional silver. There's so many different types of silver, and there's such a diverse variety that you can have fun with it. And that's the main thing. Buy what you like. If you buy what you like, you'll never go wrong, because no matter who says that coin is worth what, at the end of the day, if it's a coin you like, then that's a win situation. That's a winning situation, right? And that's another thing. A lot of people that are passionate about precious metals aren't planning on ever selling. They're gonna pass it down to their grandkids or their kids. So it really does depend upon yourself. You have to reflect. You have to make that decision upon yourself of where you're going to be, because people are going to ask me all day long what they should do, and I can't give you advice because I don't know how much silver you have. I don't know your selling time frame. I don't know when you got into the markets. I don't know which type of silver you like. All right, so I can only give advice to such a degree. You know, I have to give universal advice that applies to everyone. I can't give individual advice. All and that's hopefully what my videos will teach you, is so you can invest and strategize to yourself. I try to make these videos teachable, so then in return you can learn and apply these things to your silver stack. Right? It's kind of like the saying, catch a fish for a man, he eats for a day. Teach him how to fish, he eats for a lifetime, or whatever. You know, I don't want to just help you out so you can stack for, or make a good purchase. I want you to be able to do this and live off of it, and find that financial freedom that comes with stacking and investing in precious metals. If you're successful, and that key word is successful, because not just because you're buying silver does not mean you're going to get rich. It doesn't mean you're going to get rich. A lot of people won't even break even. Now, why is this, Silver Slayer? I thought precious metals was a good investment. Well, it is, but with any type of investment, there's also mistakes. Panic selling, impulse buying, buying silver that's way more than it's worth, high premium, selling it, finding silver scams. There's fake silver out there. You got to be careful. Now, let's go over some of these. So the first is silver scams. Be careful. Be careful, extremely careful, where you're buying your silver. Not all silver is real. There's a lot of fake silver on eBay. So as a beginner, I recommend you buy your silver from places like APMEX, Modern Coin Mark, Provident Metals, JM Bullion. There's so SD Bullion. There's so many different types of place to buy your silver where you don't have to worry about if it's fake or not. Stay away from eBay, especially if you don't have any type of device that can, or any type of kit that can let you know if your gold and silver is real or not. Just buy from the reputable dealers. You don't got to worry about that. Trust me, I still do that. I'm not and I'm not going to eBay to buy, because why would I have that, especially with, with the non-return policy? See, if I'm buying from APMEX and the coin comes scratched or isn't up to my standard, I can return the coin, they'll give me another coin, or I get my money back. That's not going to happen on eBay, so stay away from it, especially if you're a beginner. Now, there's also, I briefly mentioned this, silver pumpers. You wanna be careful with what information you have, because kind of like I was saying, what works for one person might not work for you. You could watch these YouTube unboxing videos, people unboxing hundreds, if not thousands of ounces. And if you're not there yet, don't try to mimic that. I understand how addictive, how attractive, how exciting, how fun it is, especially as a beginner, to get your first ounce of silver, or break your first goal, hitting 20 ounces, or whatever the case is, or buying new coins, and the way it feels. Silver really is like treasure. It's a feeling that is unlike anything else. But you got to be careful. You don't want to overspend. See, there's three words. There's three words I always mention, and these are three words you want to remember: patience, balance, and budgeting. Patience comes with time. Over time, you will grow more patient, and this applies to your everyday life, right? Silver stacking taught me how to separate my wants versus needs. It taught me the true value of something. It taught me that just because I can buy something doesn't mean I can afford to buy it, and it taught me patience. And I've applied these things to my actual life. So silver stacking is definitely something that will transform you to a better person. But getting back to it, right? Getting back to it, patience is key. Timing is key. There isn't always a best time to buy silver, and there isn't always a best time to sell silver, right? A lot of people buy when they feel like it randomly, and sell when they feel like it randomly. You want to buy low, sell high. You buy the dips and sell the tops. That's why you got to be extremely careful buying right now, because ideally this would be the time to sell. If you could fast forward in the future and look back on today's times, in the last year or two, if you could look at a graph from the last year or two to now, you would, and someone asked you, when should you buy and when should you sell? You would have said, I'm going to buy in March when silver was $12, and I'm going to sell it when it was 23. But we don't have that type of forward thinking. So right now, at silver sitting at $23, we're buying it when most people should be selling it to take a huge profit. Most people bought Bitcoin at $20,000 when I was selling it at $20,000. I bought it at 1,800, sold it at 20,000. See, most people bought it at 20,000 thinking it was going to go higher. It's the herd mentality. See, you don't want to buy something after it's already exploded. That's why gold isn't the best investment right now. Gold has already exploded. It's the most expensive it's been ever. Silver, on the other hand, isn't yet. So there is still more room to run. So silver still is the more highly potential investment. There's way more opportunity. There's way more potential for profits with silver. Now, I'm also going to talk about budgeting. We talked about that a little bit, but I also want to talk about, budgeting with the fact that you got to take care of your silver. You don't want to be overspending, but you also need to understand that sometimes paying money to protect your silver will in return save you money. Now, there's these things called coin capsules, coin flips, whatever. I like the black gaskets. You can go to airtights.com. You can go to On Fire Guy's eBay page. And what they do is they unseal the coin. It's like a plastic, and it goes around the coin. It makes the coin look beautiful, especially if you get some of the gaskets. And a lot of times people would say, I don't want to pay that. I don't want to pay money for those coin capsules. I would rather buy silver with it. Well, let me put it this way. I would rather pay 30 cents to ensure my coin's condition stays perfect rather than not paying the 30 cents and the coin getting scratched and I lose several dollars. Because if that coin gets scratched, if it gets milk spotted, that coin's condition is gone. The premium is gone. Now, what does premium mean? Premium is the amount of money on top of spot price that coin is. So if spot price is $20 and you're buying a Panda for $28, that's an $8 premium. But trust me, premiums are going to be a lot higher, especially nowadays with the silver shortage. So you could be losing $15, $20 when you could have spent 30 cents and been fine. Now, you can buy in bulk as well, and there's also coin tubes. So that's just some stuff to think about, right? That's just some stuff to think about. Now let's go into panic selling and impulse buying. If you want to buy silver and sell silver, you want to have a safety net. You want to have some way to protect yourself from impulse buying and panic selling. Say, like for example, I'm not going to buy silver. I'm not going to pay more than $20 for an ounce. This is an example, by the way. I'm not going to pay more than $20 for an ounce of silver, and I'm not going to sell silver less than $22. Right? That's an example, not saying you should do that. But you see what I'm saying, though? You have specific numbers, so you can't impulsively make a decision that isn't good for yourself. Because sometimes the emotional attachment, the excitement comes, and there's so many distractions, you make decisions that you later will regret. So I'm trying to save you from that, and that safety net is so important. Having an emergency silver stash, which silver you would like to sell first, whether it's some coins you really didn't like in the beginning, or because trust me, what you like nowadays is definitely going to change. I used to love poured silver, and then as I got into these more numismatic or semi-numismatic coins, I started really seeing the beauty of coins, the artwork, the history, of the coins, and I'm a coin guy now. I'm not saying I don't like poured silver. I still think it's so cool, but I'm more of a coin guy now. So don't think that what you're buying now is what you're always gonna like. And right now, I could sell some poured silver if I wanted to, and that's what I would sell first. See, you have to have, or you should really have some type of idea of what you want to sell first, just because of that panic-like situation. And trust me, you want to have fiat currency. You want to stack fiat currency before you even get into precious metals, because if not, as soon as that car breaks down, as soon as there's a medical emergency, as soon as rent is due, you're going to sell your silver, usually at a loss, because the coins haven't had enough time to appreciate. So stack some fiat currency first. Investing will change your life. I hope I covered everything. I tried to cover all the basics. If you do love precious metals, or if you are interested, if you think this is something you want to get into, then my channel is perfect. I have a lot of beginner type educational videos. I have a lot of intermediate, and I have a lot of professional, more serious type of videos. I definitely recommend subscribing. I post 2 to 3 videos a day. I will give you the newest, latest, most up-to-date information into the world of precious metals, keeping you informed on what's happening, where I think prices are going, and what's making prices do this, right? It's important to understand this stuff. So anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. We're on the way to 29,000 subscribers. I'm going to wrap this video up here. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.